Hi there, it's Esther Herbert. I just wanted to share something about living with bipolar. It's a tough road, and it's something that like I've said many times, it can be managed. But I also am well aware of the fact that it is something that you need to have strength from one another. Other people going through that or another mental health disorder. There's so much power when women decide to say, hey, I am going to speak out about it and I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to let others around me share their story and know that it doesn't detract from yours. It will lend its way to encourage other people. So I think the thing for me about having bipolar is I run on the mania side of things. So on a Friday, I get, because I feed off other people's energy, and everybody's happier on Fridays, pretty much everybody. And so when that happens, I feel myself getting a little, toward the mania side. I wouldn't say full blown manic, of course, because I'm medicated, which is great, and I keep in the parameters, but I'm really high on this side on Fridays. So I've I've asked people that I trust and that I respect if they would let me know if they see me a little bit over the top, a little bit more than usual, a little bit more than the usual Friday high. And I think that when you have somebody that is looking out for you, you have that kind of responsibility back and forth with each other in a great way. It's good. It's a wonderful thing because if you do that, then you know that they care about you and they love you and they're only looking out for you. So it's not a criticism. It's not something that you'll go, oh boy, that stabs me, that hurts me. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. No, you've asked them. So when they do that, there's that open, welcome communication. And you say, thank you so much because I needed to hear that today. And I have a person at work and I have a person at home, and they're both women, and they are very helpful to me. And I'm not sure if you do that in your own life, but maybe it's something you might want to start. If somebody is noticing something out of character or out of the norm, even for people with bipolar or other mental disorders, and they know you inside and out. They have seen you at work every day for 10 years, or that you live with them, and they're going to go, you're rather high today, Esther. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you. Otherwise, just the usual yay, woo, and excitement that I feel on a Friday is something they won't comment on. But anything unusual, it's great to have somebody that kind of taps in and sees you, and you have that accountability towards that person and vice versa. So it's wonderful. And they may not need it in a mental disorder way, but they might need it in spending, or they might need it in, they might drink or whatever they might do. And then you can be that accountability partner for them. So it's a two-way street, and it makes you feel good that somebody is looking out for you. So that's what I wanted to say about Fridays. And, you can rein it in, but also, you have to experience who you are with the mental illness and how you're going to relate. And I've had my position at my company for 21 years. And to have that is something I'm super proud of because I know it's a struggle to get out of bed. I know that it's a struggle to be committed and focused and so forth. I've had, people help me at work with a barrier so I'm not distracted as much as, I could be. And I appreciate anybody who is invested in, my disorder because it wasn't talked about in the year 2000 when I was diagnosed. In 2025, yes, it's more talked about and people are open more. I think that the stigma is falling, it hasn't fallen completely. So, work is a big deal to many of us, and we want to go and put our best foot forward. And that accountability is important to me because I want to make sure that I am managing bipolar every single day. It's not something I wake up and go, well, I'd rather not deal with that today. I guess I'll just put it on the shelf and go off to work. No, I can't. I have to make sure that I am managing it. And I know you can too. Thank you so much for listening. And I care about you. Okay?